Hey, how's it going, everybody? And today we're going to be breaking down the Revelation trailer that just came out a few minutes ago, and I think it might be one of the last, and it actually reveals quite a bit. So let's get right into this trailer and let's break that down.
This brings back some memory.
Okay, so what Tank Dempsey just said right there was this brings back some memories, which basically just confirms that we're going to be seeing like a bunch of older maps and stuff, but you already knew that.
Not all of them good. Not any of them good, to be honest.
I do not know if we can survive this place.
So right there we actually took a look at one of the 115 generators, which is what everybody's thinking that giant column of red is. Actually in the last trailer is blue, but in this trailer seems to be red, and it's shooting electricity all over the place, so I'm not really sure what that means.
I will do my damnedest.
We stand together, now more than ever.
So I'd like to take a look at these photos that they just showed. That is obviously Mob of the Dead. Most of us, if not all of you, probably knew Mob of the Dead was coming back, but this is just way more confirmation that it is coming back. You could tell by the bars and the chains and the body bags and stuff.
The final battle has begun.
So if you look at these zombies right here, they actually have red and orange eyes, and if you don't know, when zombies have orange eyes, they're usually controlled by Samantha, and when they have red, they're supposedly controlled by the Apothegons. So that's very interesting that we have both red and orange eyes in this one. It'd be cool to see some blue too.
What happens if I let out of jar? Does it make boom?
Yep, you just saw that. Right here is a Little Arnie. Now, if you don't know what Little Arnie is, it's basically the monkey bomb, except for it's from Shadows of Evil, and it looks like they're returning it here in Revelations, which, you know, you should expect because they're bringing back a bunch of the maps, and they're probably going to be bringing back a bunch of the elements from those maps, such as wonder weapons and so on. So he throws it, and it seems to work just like it did in Shadows of Evil, but I'm not sure if you're going to be able to upgrade it in this map. I'm really not sure, but it does work the same. It tears up those zombies, and very cool. So let's move on to the next.
Just when you think the whole...
So here's a picture of Kino Tototen on the stage. We knew this was coming back, and here's just a look at the stage. Next part coming up is very interesting because it's actually the wonder weapon from Shadows of Evil, which is the Apothecon Servant or the Cormorath. Now you're supposed to be able to legitimately upgrade it in this map instead of having to glitch it like you did in Shadows of Evil, so that'd be very cool to see the upgraded version. As it did work in Shadows of Evil, hopefully it does work like it did in Shadows of Evil while upgraded, because it was super good. And I mean, just the base weapon alone was super good, and it seems to work exactly like it did. Hopefully they didn't nerf it or anything, because I thought it was an amazing wonder weapon.
The whole universe is against us.
I have fought bears more scary than you.
Okay, whoa, we just saw some very interesting stuff. So right there you saw the blast from the Apothecon Servant, but then you see this thing right here. Now it looks to be like a boss of some sort. It looks like an Apothecon because of the black and orange style it has. Now this is probably going to be like the Margwa or something, but the Margwa is in this too, so it's quite crazy. And here you can see a keeper actually on the move, so I don't know if they're going to be like attacking you or something. That's just going to be like a normal zombie round, or like a special zombie round or something. And here is the Margwa, our man the Margwa. It seems to have its 3 heads again. One of its heads have exploded because obviously, well, Richtofen has shot it, and its tentacles seem to be purple. I don't know if it's always been like that, but it seems to be purple, and that's very interesting to look at. So the Margwa is returning. You see some keepers running at you, and you got this new type of thing. I'm not really sure what it's called. Nobody has released a name quite yet as I'm recording this video, but it looks very cool. It's glowing orange and a little bit black, and it looks very ominous, so can't wait to fight that thing, see what it's all about.
Choo-choo, freak bag!
Whom contracted a severe case of gravity!
Okay, so right there we just got a little bit more confirmation. Here you can see the rocket shield is returning. I wish the Guard of Fafnir would return because that was my favorite shield of all time. And you can see right here that the Ragnaroks are returning. Now I love the Ragnaroks, so I'm very excited that they're returning. And he smacks it down. It seems to work exactly like it did back in Der Eisendrache. So right here he seems to be in the gravity room actually, because you can see the keepers. But of course I'm not that stupid, because as you can see behind him, it's got that 115 generator, which is what people are calling it, but he's also in the gravity room. And as you can see behind him, to the right of your screen, you saw a little box there. I'm not really sure what that box there. It had 5 symbols on it. Could be anything. I'm not really sure what it means. But he seems to be in the gravity room and some other type of ritual room. Not really sure.
This moment. Destiny is not on your side. It is on ours.
So right there we actually got to see one of the bigger Apothicons actually move through the map, so I thought that would be cool to point out. And that's it. There's Salvation, there's Revelations. It looks very cool. I know this breakdown wasn't too in depth, but it covered the most basic things. And I'll see you in the next video, I guess.